In this video, I'm going to talk about how to stand out on social media as an entrepreneur and the 3 things that are critical to your success. So the specific 3 things I'm going to talk about is the obvious. Number 1, how to get more followers. I'm going to talk about how do you keep those followers following you. A lot of people come and go. We want a following database. Followers to a database is what I'm going to talk about. And then the one big thing that no one does, which is shocking because you all need to do it. So let's begin. So number 1, you obviously want followers. So how do you get followers? You use a multitude of strategies, and I probably am a little different than others. Some people just focus on a few platforms. I go everywhere. I go as many places as I can go, and I tailor to the different places. So number 1, though, is just put a big word, say listen. And listen to your followers. What do they want from you? What are they enjoying about you? We'll use surveys. We do a ton of surveys in different social channels. Just following videos. Hey, what did you like? What did you think? We're constantly surveying and listening to what our followers want me to talk about. So one of the things I say all the time, a fun saying, I say build it and I guarantee they're not coming, which is so true. And so many of you, you're spending money and time on teams and experts building something, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it is a TikTok following, whether it is something on Facebook or LinkedIn, and you think, well, I'm going to build this framework, and you spend a ton of money on it, untested, and you didn't listen because you didn't survey your people. I cannot tell you how critical this part of your strategy is. And again, I have the same principle with money. Do not build any product or a book or a service or a webinar or a course unless somebody's bought it from you. So I always say, and I promised, so one day we're going to get these t-shirts that says, do not move without money, meaning do not create any activity. Don't go spend $40,000 on an 8-week online course. Believe it or not, in this Zoom, COVID era, there's so many people pitching that product, and little new green entrepreneurs think, oh, I'm going to go spend 40 and I'll have this magical platform that an A-lister with hundreds of thousands of followers, of course, they can make that kind of money. You're new. Nobody even knows you. So do it in the right order. I call it sequencing. Listen to the client. You say, well, how do they do that? Well, start talking about different content pieces and then survey them. Do more of what they want. As they start paying you, then you start building, then they'll come. So the second thing, which goes along with some of the surveying, is always be genuine and be in integrity. I'm going to use that word because there's a lot of fake news on the internet, right? I call the internet the bathroom wall, right? They're going to write anything they want about you. And the challenge right now is with COVID, as of March 2020, everyone now came to the internet and uses it as their new sales platform. So your ability to do due diligence gets a little rougher. There are literally people that I know, individuals who have rented homes and walked people through it that said they were their mansions and they weren't. They were rented homes just for a 1-day photo shoot. I've had people that I know, because I've had private aircraft. I own private aircraft from 2007 to 2019. You can look it up. It's verifiable. All my stuff's pretty transparent about doing some due diligence. But if you just go look around the internet all by yourself without some deeper levels of due diligence, do you really know who you're following? So again, this is about you building a profile. So the message is be truthful, be genuine, and give the expertise that you have. And if you're a beginner, then you call people like me and say, hey, can I interview you on my platform, whatever that is, whether that's in a LinkedIn channel, it's on your YouTube channel, you're getting a podcast, use experts. Right? The guy who wrote the book, Conversations with Millionaires, I know him. He lived in a car when he was doing that. And I actually gave him some advice. I said, if you want to be a millionaire, hang out with us. And so he interviewed millionaires. And over the course of those several years of doing those interviews and taking a lot of work to get him, given where he was, he actually became a millionaire. So you're going to walk your talk, be genuine, be truthful. Don't be those fake people. There's a company in China that rented a plane so people could fly around and act like it was theirs. I mean, you see this stuff more than you think. Plus, you've got TV as an entertainment background. And unfortunately, people use TV like it's education versus call TV what it is. It's entertainment, right? So don't think anything else about any of those online shows. I could give you stories. Actually, I have to tell you one funny story. I have a woman in my big table, which is my mentoring and mastermind, and she had to leave early. I'm like, where are you going? And she said, oh, I got to go to Hollywood. I got picked to be in the wife swap show. And I said, but you're not married. She said, oh, I know. I can't wait there. I'm going to meet my husband when I get on the set. They thought our personalities would be great together. Just saying. So again, listen to your followers, be genuine, only post what's authentic and what you need. So before I go to the third step, let's do what we're here to do, which is be on social. So share this. If you like this video, you like this content, you can probably think of 5 people right now that need this content. They probably need to clean up their own social media posting and how they do it, and share it around, and then make some comments if there's more conversations that you want me to have. So the third one is consistency. Like, be consistent. If you're going to post on a regular basis. There's some rules around that I want to give you, right? Which is for every 5 posts, maybe then do 1 call to action. On Instagram, it's really important that any of your calls to action are in your stories, not your daily post. You're just posting content. And so a lot of you, let's back that up about consistency. Get comfortable right here. Get comfortable behind a camera. Get comfortable having a conversation. Know your expertise. If you need to type up outlines, it's fine to do that. But be consistent every day. If you're going to post every day, post every day. If people know that you're going to be here 5 days a week, do 5 days a week. And then, as our team likes to say, put the social back in social media. It's not just a one-way, view. So get back out and comment. I mean, I have somebody on our team almost full time, that's what she does, is she posts to our big table. We know when our students have, bought a home. Last week we had somebody raised to like a new director level in a network marketing company. Even on their like personal stuff, if they have a baby, they got married, whatever's going on, make sure that you make it an interaction. It's not just you posting all about you. Get back out and be in a reciprocation with other people. It's going to take all of your social efforts a lot farther. Again, I'm going to repeat it again, be on a lot of channels. I'll give you a story of one that we just did. My daughter and I were doing dances on TikTok, which she was sort of embarrassed about, but I used to be an aerobics instructor. I can dance. She doesn't think so. So it doesn't matter. We were doing this for a while, and my team's like, we need to start really doing a TikTok. And my daughter's like, no. Well, there is actually a business channel in TikTok. So we actually got out and just started doing some really light posting, light engagement, and realized there are a lot of single parents. And COVID has created a lot more single parents. We are well into the 60s of homes in the United States being single or blended family homes. So I took a whole stab at the single parenting angle, given that I'm writing a book on how to make your kids millionaires, and I did it as a single mom. So it was a runaway video. So over and over and over. On TikTok, you do kind of 3 videos at a time and different stories. Some we actually went out to 4. And we had such an overwhelming response. I mean, hundreds of thousands of posts. We actually, which was very rare, we took them out of social to a phone call, because just in the comments, just like, how do we learn more? So I set up a website called Rich Mom Single Mom, and every once in a while I go back just to that platform and I talk to them and I'll say, hey, single parents, what issues do you have? Not just single moms, single dads. How do you be a single parent? How do you get the support? How do you hire help? All those kind of issues. How do you have a divorce without killing each other? How do you financially live through all that? I just started answering all those questions for them, and then we came to a live call, took them out of social to a live Zoom call. And about every 4, 5, 6 weeks, I bring them out of social to a live call. They get to know me differently. And again, consistency, genuine. And we're just having this amazing relationship. And now we're starting to post back on theirs, giving them tips. So do what your expertise is going to lean towards. But there's a lot of ways you can create amazing engagement. Take them from followers into your database, and you're going to have a gold mine. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to go to the link in the description, and I have 21 ways to wealth. It's a report that I wrote about how do you build wealth. And any of those techniques you can lay and overlay into your business. Social media is a section of your business. You shouldn't be building your whole life on social media. There's a lot of those strategies. If they take that platform down, you're done. So that's another video, another time, on how to have sustainability in your entrepreneurial venture. Today, how do you actually become amazingly successful using social platforms? So begin today. Enjoy.